surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
Yeah, the middle of the pack seems to be right where they belong. They don't want to get complacent or to start pressing.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson is out there with Edey. Then it's Vince Williams. Then there's Wells. And for the Spurs, Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Then it's Luke Cornett. And it's Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the shooting guard position. Two great rebounding teams in this one, Stan. It may come down to grit and determination.
Yeah, Kevin, we're going to see some aggressive putbacks, battles for loose balls. It's going to become a test of strength, positioning, and just all-out hustle.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fox passes to Vassell. Shoots. Edey with the rebound. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Nuggets.
And I was really impressed with that passion to win. I mean, I don't think anybody saw that coming. They just stormed back there in that third quarter.
Jackson misses. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Spurs. It's a three-point game. Champagnie passes to Barnes. Here's Fox. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Williams. He had 16 points in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Memphis moving it around. Pass to Wells. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Cornett. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Barnes finds Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 6.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
And here is Barnes after Jaren Jackson made that last three-pointer. Here's Vassell. It's sent back by Edey.
Well, with that reach, Edey makes guarding the restricted area look effortless.
Jackson dishes to Williams. Edey with it. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Williams kicks to Jackson. And again it's Memphis with the 3. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Vassell outside. To the inside. Cornett. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Jackson a screen on Vassell. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Wells after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. There's Jackson with the 3. No good on the shot. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Nobody near Barnes. Drills the three-pointer.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. To halt the run, it's good. The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. From about 19 feet, Vassell, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Now Williams. No scoring in this one. 5 on the clock. Shoots. Barnes grabs the miss. And San Antonio has possession. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Cornette. Three-pointer, Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's blocked. Outside Jackson. Pass to Williams. Launches a 3. That one misses. 3 shots. All come up empty. From 10 feet out. Fox, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Wells kicks to Jackson. Now Edey. Now here's Wells. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Cornette. It's sent back by Edey. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Wells. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Wells has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Fox. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Nuggets in Denver. Here's Barnes. The shot's good. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Will stand after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together? Is there a better pick and roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
Here's Fox after Memphis gets the 3. Vassell kicks to Fox. Back to Vassell. "11 feet away, and it's San Antonio with another."
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Plenty of space. A rebound by the Spurs.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end. Here's
Wells. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Vassell outside. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Cornette. 3-pointer. Rebound by Williams. Now here's Wells. Left side, Jackson. Shoots over Vassell. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Wells. Jackson's got 10 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Fox looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Free throw good, Fox. Stan, when you have these back-to-back games, it must force you to alter your approach a little.
Well, Kevin, you got to manage minutes more carefully to not burn guys out. But really, if you can get the first one, it takes a little pressure off the back end.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Vince Williams. Well, Stan, De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
And here is Fox, following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Jalen Wells.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Grizzlies with the lead. 1:29 left here in the opening quarter. Landale finds Caldwell-Pope. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Nice handoff by Caldwell-Pope, making a well-timed pass.
Pass to Sohan. Now Harper lets it go from deep. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Spencer. Last game he had 10 points. Now Landale puts up a deep 3. A rebound by Johnson. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Harper. Johnson down low. Conjar covering. Johnson, good.
Yeah, he's a very strong wing. Johnson is about 220 pounds, and he knows how to use his body.
Here's Aldama. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
Sohan with the ball. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Santi Aldama is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Spencer in at point guard. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, we know Johnson can beat you from the perimeter, but there he is working inside.
Here's Spencer, still yet to score. Now Landale, pass to Aldama. And they'll get another chance. Here's Spencer, defended by Bryant. Aldama gets the bucket.
Yeah, Aldama can stretch the floor for you when the big man finds quality openings at the arc.
Now here's Harper. D right on him. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Harper's got 5. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Basket good.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Second, the Grizzlies.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Memphis moving it around. Aldama with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Clock at 6. Williams for 3. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now Fox. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Williams. Scoreless thus far. From past the arc. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Caldwell Pope against Fox. Olynyk sets a screen for Fox. Johnson in the corner. Hells with the steal. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies with another miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And here is Fox. He's got 16. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Down low, Olynyk with the steal. Fox with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. A 3 from Barnes. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Memphis also making a switch. Edey's checked in. Pass to Wells. Now here's Williams, guarded by Fox. Barnes against Jackson. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and it's blocked. And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Now here's Jackson. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Clippers. Can they get it? Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Grizzlies. It's a 10-point game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Here's Johnson. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Williams has a screen for Wells. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Wells has got 9.
Well, he's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Williams against Fox. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Still able to finish through contact. What toughness by Fox.
Williams passes to Jackson. Aldama with the ball. 5 points in the game. Beyond the arc. Pass to Williams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Wells. Misses the 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Three-pointer, Fox. And they recover it. Champagnie passes to Barnes. Now Fox. This one for 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Fox has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. The Grizzlies shooting 43% for the game. To the left side wing. Aldama passes to Jackson. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound San Antonio. On the wing, Fox. Guarded by Jackson. Fox against Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
An elite scorer who gets it done from everywhere. Fox is also one of the fastest players in the league.
hits them both. And here are the Grizzlies now, trailing by 13. Pass to Edey. Now Wells to stop the run. The rebound by Champagnie.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Vassell outside. On the wing, Barnes. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And the rejection by Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, when Edey gets the ball there, it usually generates points of some kind.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Edey taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And both free throws good for Edey. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Spurs leading by 17. Vassell outside. Williams against Fox. Pass to Cornet. Vassell outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Now here's Jackson. 14 points for him. Edey with a screen on Barnes. Williams kicks to Jackson. Over to the left wing. A 3-ball. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Vassell outside. Inside. Here's Cornet over Edey, and Cornet gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 19. The Grizzlies shooting around 41% on the night. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And there's Jackson on the assist from Wells. Jackson's got 16 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Fox passes to Vassell. There's a good screen with the drive. Basket counts. He's got 7.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Wells. Jackson kicks to Wells. For the 3. Jackson misses.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Champagnie passes to Fox. from the elbow, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
When I look at San Antonio, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I'll say this, yeah, you want to protect the paint, but when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely, indeed. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Spurs leading by 19 points. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. And it's Fox. Then it's Luke Cornett. And it's Champagnie in at the 2 spot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. And the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooting.
Pass to Wells. Williams has a screen for Wells. Kept alive.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Williams. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Free throw good. Edey. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant, but his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Well, with Zach Edey, it's about more than his 7'4" size. Skills will develop, his timing will improve, but he's already got the physical foundation of a great player.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you guys.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. And so here's Memphis, following the bucket by the Spurs. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Fox. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. The kick out to Barnes. Shoots over Wells. Barnes can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Over in the corner, Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got 6 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pass to Champagny. Back to Fox. Vassell outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one.
What a response from Vassell, coming right back with the 3 of his own.
To the paint, here's Jackson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 18.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. That one drops for him.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
The shot from the low post is good. Fox has got 30 points.
Well, I like what we've seen from Fox tonight, calling his own number, providing a serious scoring time.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. What an asset to a team when you've got big men who can knock down free throws. Look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. In the 3rd spot, Harrison Barnes.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
Yeah, what a luxury for the coaches. They can trust their bigs to make free throws. That takes a load of stress away.
Williams finds Edey. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Champagny's got rebound number 5 here tonight. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Barnes looking around. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fires from 14, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
First team foul.
Shot clock at 6. It's up a 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The 3. And they get it back. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And again, Memphis no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside Jackson, and the drought, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
A strong three-point shooter. Jackson Jr. responds.
Outside Fox. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
And San Antonio has possession after Memphis gets the 3. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, because of the quickness, it's hard to mirror Fox defensively. Often it ends in a foul call.
The Spurs have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. First one falls for him. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC, another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Fox hits them both.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And a quick look at the numbers for Harrison Barnes. Getting around 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
On defense, San Antonio. Aldama passes to Williams. Pass to Aldama to the right side. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist from Williams. Wells has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Grizzlies. Outside, Fox. He takes it in over Williams. Fox, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Williams kicks to Wells. Up top, Edey. Outside, Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wells. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. It's Vassell with the drive, and that one's good. Barnes.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Aldama. He's got 5. There's a screen by Aldama. Pass to Wells, and Edey has it in the corner. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll take on Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Harper, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. San Antonio calls timeout. Here's Barnes. 16 points for him. Outside Harper. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Harper's got 10 points in the game.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Pass to Wells. To the left wing. Clock at 6. The three. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Champagny. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Champagny's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Edey. And here is Wells. It's Edey atop the key. Over in the corner, Williams. Now here's Wells. From outside the arc. And the Grizzlies another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Harper. 10 points for him. Down low, here's Cornette. Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Champagny, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Pass to Aldama. Now Edey. He's covered by Cornette.
I mean, there aren't any other ways to guard Edey. You have to put a body on him.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. And he makes both free throws. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Johnson sets the screen for Fox. Six to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 37.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Caldwell Pope outside. There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Jackson, and it's in off the backboard. 23 points for Jaren Jackson.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now, here's Fox. 37 points for him. The kick out to Harper. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. Harper's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Spencer. Hasn't made one yet. To the inside. Now, Sohan. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Grizzlies shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Jackson. He's out there with Jock Landale. Santi Aldama is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Spencer in at the point.
Well, he's the defensive anchor, but Jackson Jr. is reminding everyone he is a force on offense as well.
And here's Olynyk from the arc, and Spencer pulls it down. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Now Harper following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. Now here's Harper. Tight defense on him. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Jackson. From down in the low post, it goes. Jackson's got 11 in the second half. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Harper. Off target from the wing.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Jackson passes to Spencer. Caldwell Pope outside. Connects from three-point range.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Outside Harper. Sweet move. And he lays it up and in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Caldwell Pope after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Jackson. Rebound by Olynyk. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Free throw good. Landale. Edie's checked in for Santi Aldama. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Pass to Harper. Here's Olynyk. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. On the wing, Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. From deep. Traps in the tray. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now, here's Harper. He's covered closely. Sohan with the ball. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And that's 20 points for Dylan Harper. Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Harper. Caldwell Pope pass to Jackson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And Bryant kicks to Harper. To the paint. Olynyk can't hit.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Here's Landale. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
And here is Harper. Down low. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan, an emphatic 2 points.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Spencer, the pass to Jackson. Over Bryant. And it's Memphis with another.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Now, here's Harper. And that one is good. Harper's got 15 points in just the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Spencer, the pass to Caldwell Pope. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Harper's shot's good.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Caldwell Pope outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Olynyk. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 5th assist in this one. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
Johnson outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor for this team.
He's off on the first. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Now here's Williams. High post, Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Edey finds Williams. And here is Wells. Looking to get back on track here. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Sinks that one from the post. And the Grizzlies with possession here. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Pass to Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 38 points.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Harper the pass to Olynyk. Here's Johnson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, that's the strength of Johnson. This guy is very well put together.
And that one falls for Johnson. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone. Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Outside Bryant. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
Typical selfless play from Johnson, a very team-oriented player.
Now here's Williams trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Over Sohan, and the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 40 points.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Harper the pass to Johnson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, when you get a guy like Johnson firing on all cylinders, good luck.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Keldon Johnson. Shooting 1.
And with all the talk about load management, Coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Now Johnson, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Bounce pass from Williams. Pass to Jackson. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth, and the shot goes down. Jackson's got 44.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Now here's Harper. Bryant passes to Sohan. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Wells. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Substitution for your Spurs. Ingram. Jordan McLaughlin.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific